Welcome back, guys, to another stream of Stationeers. Yep, I can. I was just doing some configs here and there while I was waiting for the stream to start. But I could see your tomatoes going into the stream. Don't worry about that. You can also send paper planes and all that stuff. You can choose if you want to send tomatoes. Let's see what else there is. Yeah. You stop sending bricks, please. You wanna break my screen. No pepper planes now. Yep, they do. Ow, my nose, man. Ah, that hurt. Okay, so I need to make the water for the base. So I think that's what I'm gonna do work on today. So I don't think I will work that on that today, because if I'm just smelting oxides, I'm getting a very small amount of nitrogen. I need a lot of nitrogen to fill this space up. So let's start working on the water system. Unfortunately, no. Your enemies in this game are yourself. The only way you can kill yourself, or if you do anything stupid and end up blowing your base or things like that. But yeah, not actually NPC enemies in the game so far. Not that I know, but I don't know if I intend to add them or not, because in the game, if I can go to the Stationpedia, you can find a rifle and pistols and grenades and all those things. So I don't know if it's gonna be a future feature or it's just in the game for shits and giggles. Or maybe you wanna grab a pistol or rifle and shoot at your base to make it blow it up. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Yeah, I understand that. Some people like to play this type of games when there is some enemies involved. Yeah, it adds some depth into the game, some survival aspects to the game as well. But unfortunately, we don't have yet just now. Well, we have the modules, the module, not the modules, the everything set, because there is some spiders on the actual game. You can spawn as a in here. Let me see. So incidents, you can spawn spiders. So warning, no satellites, fungus, device fault. The Macaster gets grounder attack. Yeah, I think you can, if you click this, spiders will spawn into the world. I don't know if it is a feature meant to servers or whatnot, but at least for me in single player, I don't have any NPCs on the game. Maybe something that has been created to work best on servers, so you can have like random events occurring or something if you create your own server. But yeah, at least for single player that I'm saw from now on, I never saw any enemy spawn unless I make them spawn. Oh, I understand now. Okay. Well, I can be stupid myself as well. Trust me. I done some crazy stupid things in this game, like make me blow up my base without wanting and all that crap. So you are not the only one in the boat. Everyone makes stupid mistakes. Okay, so I need a tank kit for the liquid tank. Too bad we don't have an insulated one for the water tank. But it is what it is, and I need to grab water pipes and at least a couple water refill stations. Okay. Let's see one thing while this pressurizes. Okay, come on, not yet. There you go. Okay, let's grab all the rest of the pipes. I think I have enough with all these pipes. Okay, what else do I need from here? Do I need anything else from here? No, I don't think so. So, I have ice crushers, good. So I need to grab the ice from over there, the ice water to smelt some. I'm probably the best at exploring spaceships in Space Engineers. Well, welcome to the boat, because I'm also doing the same all the time. I always exploding my shit in Space Engineers. So you probably are not the only one that does a course too. So I have a lot of experience doing that in that game. And also gonna need the spray paint. I need the green spray paint. Like the other day I was playing in this server with a friend of mine. It's called Planet of War. And I was doing some... 5 button is your friend. I was doing some shenanigans when a miner. And somehow I was managed to wreck the entire thing. Don't ask me how I did it. I just managed to wreck the entire thing. And in doing so, I wrecked my miner. I wrecked another ship was parking. Yep, in Space Engineers, I wrecked another ship that was parked like into a connector. I wrecked the base. It was crazy. It was crazy. You don't imagine the time that I spent on repairs. It was freaking wild. And looks like I don't have a green spray paint. I think I use it all, so I need to make another one, unless I have one outside and didn't see it. No, I was doing some mining. I was making a stupid maneuver, and I fucking... Like, I didn't even slam the ship into the voxel. I just touched the voxel, and the ship just lost gyroscopes, lost power, lost everything, and slammed itself against the base. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't even a crash. It was just like a small bump into the wall. I would understand if I crashed into the wall or something, but it was just a small bump. And I wrecked a half of my base. Like that, boom. Unfortunately, I never hit the hydrogen tank, but... Now that you think about it, I'm glad that I never hit the hydrogen tank. Oh boy, that wanna be funny. Funny to see and watch and hear. Oh, funny and terrifying at the same time. Let's see, pipe. I need isolated pipes to take the nitrogen from the ice crusher that's gonna crush the water ice to the tank for the nitrogen tank. So let's grab the ices, water ices. It's not much.
We got a brand new sparkling follower. Treat it well.
Thank you for the follow, Elias. I appreciate it a lot. Now I need to turn the controls on the furnace on. It's because I need to smelt some more iron. Because I'm definitely out of iron ingots for the... oh, I don't need to smelt all of this. So what I'm gonna do is smelt just half. Because it's just to make some spray paints. Doesn't need to have a lot. Finally, someone used that new feature that I just added the other day. Alright, so I'm smelting iron. I'm making pipes. I'm waiting for the iron to make green spray paint. Because I really have none with me. Yeah, I have space for it, I think. Is there anything with me that I'm not gonna use? Yeah, I'm not gonna use the consoles for this. At least I don't think so. Okay. So the iron has already been smelted. I can turn this thing off so I can save some power. Otherwise my battery won't last long. Put the iron here and make this spray paint. So green spray paint. Let's make one. Turn off. Oh, where's my... There it is. Turn off this machine. I don't need it anymore. And you have stopped because you ran out of steel, huh? 32 pipes is not near enough, so I need to smelt some steel. So I need to again turn on the furnace controls. Check my pressure, temperature, kind of good. So I just gonna make a small amount of steel. So I'm gonna make 300. So 300 divided by 3. No, 200. Not 300. So I'm gonna make 300. Okay, so grab this over there. Split in half again. Place over there. Grab 300 ore. And now I need 300 coal. So split in half again. Place the 100 there. And grab my coal. Oh no, I don't need... Crap. I just messed up. Goes there. Okay, again. Divide in half again. Like this rock that it went flying away like it was no tomorrow. Grab the 100 that I have here, the 300 iron that I have here, and let's make 400 steel ingots and close this. Okay, now while this does that, I need to wait because I have nothing else to do in meantime, so I'm gonna wait for this to complete in order to make more pipes. But before that I can start making some water refill. So bottle refill, so refill is not here. Crap is on the pipe bender machine, so no use to making that. It's also all smelted already, so it's not a big deal. Okay, here's my steel. Place the steel inside. Silicone, let's melt a little bit more silicone as well, because silicone is also not looking good. I think I have enough temperature for smelt 400 silicon ingots. Yes, I do have a jetpack. As you can see, I do have a jetpack. Yeah, it does. Stationeers is quite fun when you're not messing up around. When you start messing up around like crazy, yeah, it doesn't feel that fun anymore. Because solving a mistake in this game is really painful. Like the simples of the mistakes can take you hours to fix. Imagine that you're doing something in your base and without wanting you remove a panel of a wall and you lost your atmosphere, and that takes you so long to replace the atmosphere again. Or even if you don't lost all the atmosphere, you end up with your base cooldown and it takes so much time and so much power to reheat the base again, especially in this planet because it's super cold. Imagine that you blow up a tank that is inside your base, and by blowing up the tank in your base, yeah. But normally on stream when I'm playing alone, when I do some mess up, I just reload the game. But when I'm playing on stream, no, if I do a messed up that I did it myself, it was not some kind of bug or stupid thing related to in-game issue, I stick with the error, I stick with repairs, and I repair everything again. It happened to me already. I had a tank, a big tank, like a huge, one of those big tanks over here. These big babies, these big boys here, they blow up inside the base and it destroy 2 rooms completely, so was nothing left. So my base got fully depressurized. I had to replace hours upon hours of work. It was a mess, a total mess. One of those mess is just like, you know what, fuck this game, that type of mess. Yep, you don't play the game, the game plays with you. Indeed, that's the most truthful quote that I heard so far. So no need to wait for pressurization because the base has almost no atmosphere inside, because I had to depressurize the entire base because this base was fully oxygen, and we don't want any fully oxygen base because we all know that if we live in a full oxygenated environment, a little bit of hydrogen spill and a spark and everything goes boom. So the water tank is gonna come into this room, so let me activate this airlock. I still need to configure it, but first I need to turn it on. Turn every single system on, and I need to rename it because I don't think I have renamed anything. I just placed the airlock here. Yep. So let's call you exterior door. Oh, wrong letter here. Exterior door. Confirmed. You're gonna be interior door. Confirm. You are the interior vent. And you are the exterior vent. Confirmed. Now grab my data disk. So, what are the... Oh, the vents are not connected. Ah, interesting. Interesting enough, the vents are not connected to the rest of the cable. Are you sure about that? I thought that I had connected them. Connect them. Yeah, they should be connected. Why are they not working? Now that's the question. And I also don't have the sensor. So I guess that I have to figure out what the hell is going on here. Because there is a lot of things that are not properly connected. Okay, let me replace the wire. See what happens if I remove this wire and this wire. Oh, I think I know what's going on. I think that I placed the vents on the wrong. Yep, the vents are badly placed. They're upside down, so I have to replace them like this.
We got a brand new sparkling follower. Treat it well.
So Michael Wood 1997, thank you for the follower, man. I appreciate it. So now I can see them. Now I need to rename them again. Good thing I just need to scroll down. So this one is interior and this one is exterior vent. Hey, what's up, man? Is everything okay? So now let's go grab a sensor, because I forgot to add a sensor to the airlock, and an airlock without sensor, it doesn't function. It cannot function. It will never function. At least properly. It may try to function. Okay, let's go grab ourselves a sensor. So you can stop what you're doing so far and let's grab a sensor. And stop, just need one, and keep making me pipes. I'm over here. There we go. There's the sensor that I needed. And let's just finish this one. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I will correct it right now. Okay. So let's see. Let's fix that typo. Yeah, no worries, man. I'm not taking you as being rude. It's helpful for me as well, because my English is not my first language. I do some typos as well, and I really appreciate when they correct me, because that's a way for me to learn to be better at a language that is not my first language. And that should be fixed. And there you go. It should be fixed. Thank you a lot, and once again for the correct me for something that I did wrong. I really appreciate it, and don't worry, I will not take you as a rude person or anything else. Okay, now let's place the sensor on the circuit here. like this. I need a gas sensor. Oh, thank you. Thank you a lot. It took me a couple while to trying to figure out how I wanted to make the hallway. And then first of all, it's gonna be like not a semi-closed hallway with some walls, some closed walls and some windows. But then I said, why the heck I just don't make this like a fully open hallway, so I have like the daylight light coming in and also can see the, well, the emptiness of these rooms over here. Yeah, why the hell not? I can make this of a garden. Yeah, I could make this of a garden. If we have like, I don't know, plastic plants or something, I could plant some plants over there, make it look good. I can make like a, oh, I know what I could make. I could make like a like an close open space, like have a door here or a couple benches there, a couple of things here and there, and can go outside and sit your ass at the cold night, catching some cold, getting yourself sick. But yeah, thank you a lot, man. I really appreciate it that you like what I did. Okay, now let's close everything back up and place the floor. Okay, now I forgot what is the direction that it has to take, so I need to check over here, see if the orientation is the right one. Okay, so the orientation, I think it is not the right one. No, it is not. I need to rotate it like this. Let's go with the jetpack, it's faster. There we go. And now let's program this airlock. So exterior door, interior door, interior, no, exterior vent is the exterior one, interior vent and gas sensor. There we go. And that should be all done. Now I can cycle. Will it cycle? Will it cycle? It looks like it is working. Well, it is not working because it has almost no atmosphere inside, so nothing of a big deal. So now I need to figure out the place where I'm gonna have the tank for the water, the ice crushers for the ice water, and the also I think I'm gonna make like these like four, like these all 4 squares plus maybe up to here, maybe up to here, like leaving a small corridor here, then goes into the rest of the room probably, because I need to make in this room, I need to make the water tank for all the water needed for the base, like for the irrigation of the plants, the water refillers. I need to also have the atmospherics temperature regulators thingies, like the AC units. I need to have a tank for the AC units. I need to have filtration systems for filtering the excess O2 in this area, because it's gonna be the greenhouse, and the greenhouse wants a lot of CO2 for the plants. So I will probably make it, instead of 4, like make like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably should be enough, and go all the way over here. Like I make a 2-way corridor, like make 2 wide corridor, 2 ox wide corridor, and close it up here, and have a door like maybe on the center of the corridor. Yeah, it seems okay. So let's do that. I need to grab my walls. Not dropping them in the floor. I need 1, 2, this is the door, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. We'll probably change a couple of them for windows, so like 2 and 2 windows, 2 and 2 windows and 2 walls. Okay, so now our windows here. 1 window, 2 windows, 3 windows, and 4 windows. So I can be here doing my stuff and checking if the plants are okay. Yeah, I think it is a big enough room. Now, next is one thing that I'm thinking, because the tank for the water tank is not insulated. So if I let it outside, eventually the water will be frozen cold. So I will left this tank inside the base. But because I don't want, I think I'm gonna change these windows for walls. I think that's the best. So let's do that. Nope, wrong place. So let's see. Does it have a double window here? Yeah, except this one's. This one's doesn't have a double window. Okay, grab these windows, these glass panels. Now grab the plastic panels, all 4 of them, and now grab the walls and change them for closed walls, not these walls, these walls. And I can change the other ones outside later. So wall, 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 and wall. You know, let's close them up. Okay, now I need to remove these 4 floor gratings. I need my crowbar. There you go. And finally, install the tank. A big water tank. So the direction is gonna be like this. Nope, it is way too much inside the wall. So I need to push it forward a little bit. Let's see. So this is the maximum. I think this is well placed, kinda. I don't like it because it clips into the wall. Okay, let's center out then. Okay, what is the water connection? Here is the water connection. I need to center this. Okay, it has been centered. Crap, not yet. God damn it. Come on. I think now it is center. Yep, it is center now. Properly center. Now I need my ice crushers. So my ice crusher is gonna come in here. I don't need to make them too far apart from the tank. There's 1 and there's 2. So I need steel sheets, iron sheets I mean, and the arc welder. And finally I need the cable coil, and they have been finished. Okay, so I need to connect the water pipes to the tank. Goes down. And now it goes into the tank. Hold on a second. Yeah. Like this. There we go. Now this is connected into the tank, and now from the tank goes into the irrigation of the plants and into the rest of the base. The other thing I'm gonna need is paint these pipes in green, because these pipes gonna carry the nitrogen that is present in the water ices back into the atmospherics room to be used into the atmospherics itself. So this goes up and this goes in this direction. My question is, can I go up here? Yes, I can. And now I need to carry this pipe over here. Stormworks, no, I've never played Stormworks. I heard that it's a very fun game to play, but I never play it. No, at least not yet. I do plan to play. There is a lot of games that I want to play, man. But just I don't have enough time, man. Because between working and all the crafts that I have to do in real life, man, I just don't have enough time. So I need to, for gaming, I need to just pick the games that I have the most interesting and play them. If I start to thinking of playing every single game that comes out that I really want to play, I will never be able to play a game decently. Unfortunately, that's how I'm standing about gaming. I want to play more, but I just don't have enough time. Okay, so you need to go, yeah, go forward a little bit. Now go up again, and forward into here. There we go. So this is for the nitrogen. And next I need to bring is a cable to power this entire section. So for now, the only things I'm interested in have is this system with the tank. I can do it later, the rest I can start working on the rest later on. I just need to have this so I can gather more nitrogen. Because I already smelled like, I don't know, a crap load of oxides, and I still don't have enough nitrogen to fill up the entire base. So, next I need to figure out how do I want to cable this. I will maybe bring the cable here and go here and then go up, because that way I don't cover things up with the cabling, and I have a lot of space left if I want to add more stuff when I'm adding more stuff later. Because one thing that I know is that in this game, cable management is a pain in the ass, because there is so many rules and restrictions about how you set up your cables that it becomes really painful when you start placing the cables. I think no, this direction. There we go. Now I need to go up here, grab this cable, oh boy, this is gonna use a lot of cable. This is gonna use a lot of cable. So on this side of the base I have 2 more rooms to cable up. So this one has to go 1, 2, 3 over here. So I have room for the other 2 cables that I need to bring from the generator from the battery room into the rest of the base. Okay, this has been done. Now I need to go on the other side again and finish up the cable and the pipe. Okay. And let me cancel pressurize because there is nothing to pressurize. And I need to go into my closest play room to go above the ceiling. And this is the room. There you go. And there is my pipe and my cable. So pipe first. Oops, and I did it wrong. It should be on the other way around. Okay, so I need my spray paint back again. Grab my pipe and keep piping into the atmospherics room. And keep on piping. Now it needs to go one more. Now this needs to go above this pipe here. Now go down again. Question is, will I have enough pipe to make all of this? I pretty much doubt it. Later on, when I'm making the greenhouse, I also need to bring the CO2 from the atmospherics into here. I don't need to bring any O2 because the O2 is gonna be made by the plants themselves. When am I stuck into the junction box? Now here I need to go down past this pipe and up again. So this way I'm not blocking, I can go through just fine. Alright. Pipe, 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 more pipes, a never-ending pipe placing. The never-ending pipe placement. And I'm out of pipes. Now let's go grab the cable and place the cable. Unfortunately for the cable, I don't need to make any crazy curves or anything like that. I just can go through the pipes like as if it was nothing. Make a hole through the entire pipe and pass the cable without magically losing any atmosphere in the pipes. So I need 1, 2, 3, so they need to curve. It needs to curve here. Come on, this curve. I'm getting stuck in the junction boxes. Yeah, there's another thing that I don't really understand from the physics of this game. You can go through cables normally, no problems. But if you go into a junction box, I cannot go, it has physics all of a sudden. But the cable, yeah, no problem. Come on. Why do you have to do that? Why cannot be all the same? Or does it have a fiction? Or does it have a physics or not? Decide yourselves. Just because there's a junction box, it has to have physics, and because it is a cable, no. Well, in real life, I can go above. I cannot go through cables or junction boxes. I'm always getting stuck on junction boxes in this game, as I always forget that they have physics. It's like a solid object, while the cable is like a ghost object. Maybe the cables in this game are made of water. Maybe the cables are made of out of air. Maybe are not even there. Maybe. And another junction box. Why you're not letting me pass? Another junction box. I may have enough cables for reaching to the connection point in here. So before I continue, I will, come on, fucking junction boxes, grab the connection point here. Alright, he cannot go like this. It's gonna be tricky to achieve this. Water cutters. Okay, so this is gonna be tricky as fuck, because it cannot go up because there's this cable in the way. It cannot go up because there is this cable in the way. And it cannot go down because there is this cable and this cable in the way. So, how am I gonna do this? Me asking to myself, like, with a stupid face. This is not gonna be easy. This is not gonna be easy unless I change this guy to over here.
Remember, you matter. You are loved. Your feelings are valid. You have purpose.
Oh, thank you very much, man. I really appreciated your kind words, my good sir. Okay, so this guy, I'm gonna place it here. and don't worry, man, you also matter as much as I do. And do not ever let someone tells you otherwise. Everyone matters. Everyone's life has a purpose. Even on those times that we are asking ourselves, what am I doing here? Why we're still here? Just to suffer? No, you are not here just to suffer. You are here to live, to live, and to love and to be loved. My problems right now are others anyway. They are much more tricky to solve unless I reroute all these cables over here. And I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. Unfortunately, I hate doing this, but it leaves me no choice. You left me no choice.
I am taking over the stream with this robot voice.
Yes, you are. Oh man, that was a good one. That really was a good man. I think I'm really glad that I just add that feature, man. I hope you guys, I'm loving that you guys are enjoying. Okay, so rerouting this cable, and I need to reroute this cable as well. Yeah, damn it, so many rerouting and all that shit. Okay, this goes like this now. And like this. There we go. And now this one. Oh, the curve is still here, and let's curve again. Like this. And cut this piece of cable here. And reconnect it here. And now I should have enough space to add the cable that I want to add. So let's do it again. Okay. No, curve. I need a corner. I need another corner here. Now I can go straight.
How are you guys today? Now I am placing a cable and doing cable thing. Okay, let's place one here.
Oh boy. Okay. That was a good one. And nope, I cannot do it like this. Come on. I need to move this cable a little bit more to the side. To a cable thing. I'm doing cable thing. Okay, let's place one there. Oh man, you are killing me, man. You are definitely killing me. Okay, it doesn't matter what I do. It does not connect the way I want to. Okay, so okay.
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Yellow, black. Yellow, black. Yellow, black. Yellow, black. Ooh, black and yellow. Let's shake it up a little. Barry, breakfast is ready. Coming. Hang on a second. Hello, Barry? Adam? Can you believe this is happening? I can't. I'll pick you up.
Well, you were right about that. And according to according to human laws of physics, bees shouldn't be able to fly, but they do. But the next part, it is awesome. No, you are welcome, my friend. You are welcome, man. You are definitely most welcome. That's what we all want. A couple of jokes in our lives to make our small lives matter. Well, small in the point of view, because yeah, in the point of view of the universe, our lives are pretty much small, but to make our small lives matter a little bit more to other persons. Because that's the purpose of life. Make things matter. And there you go, that's fixed. Finally. I have to put this cable all the way up here. And I just waste a bunch of cable doing this. Great. Now I'm gonna need to make more cable because I won't have enough cable. And cable. I'm sick and tired of placing cable already. Let's see if I can finish this. Come on, let me remove you. There we go. and connect you. There we go. Now this one needs to go where and through where? Be or not to be? Well, that's one of the questions. What does the jetpack use to fly and how do I make it? So, now that's a good question that I will answer you gladly. Let's go outside so I can tell you. Come here. So, come on. Really? Go up. There we go. That's my boy. And you probably ran out of something. Yeah, you ran out of steel. But it doesn't matter because I don't need to make any more pipes. I think I have enough pipes here with me already. Oh boy, I do have enough pipes. Before that, let me just place some heavy cables to the queue of the machine. And now let's teach you how to make pipes. So, suits or jetpacks. So, I don't think you can make it here. So, in here you can only make the basic, that is the helmet and the EVA suit. But if you go into the auto lathe, you have something called the tool manufacturing. And you make that, you build it, and that is it. This is the tool manufacturer. In the tool manufacturer, you come back here and you have the basic jetpack that is not expensive at all. It just costs gold, steel, and lead. You have the space jetpack. Jetpack is a little bit. It is even cheaper, but it has less space in his inventory, but is a little bit faster than the basic one. And then you have the one that I have, that, let's see if I can find it. Oh, but to make the hard suit jetpack, you have to upgrade this machine with a module, and then you have the tier 2 tool maker. And you can make the hard one, but it takes like the I think it is a lot expensive. It uses like the advanced ingots that you can only make in the advanced furnace. And what it does takes, you just can fill. You need to have a gas canister with any type of gas. You can have a CO2, O2, nitrogen, pollutants, hydrogen, a mix of several gases. You can do what I've did here. You have like a setup where you have a passive vent and a pump, or just an active vent and a gas tank storage, and you fill the tank. Be careful, because you overfill it, it will blow up on you. But you just fill the tank with whatever atmosphere you are in, or even if you are in the moon and you don't have any atmosphere at all, you can use. One thing to use as well is you can grab from your suit your canister from the CO2 that you breathe. You can go into kind of space like the asteroid belt. That's the only space you can go through. But yeah, this game, how it functions, is not like a huge sandbox where all the planets are present. The game functions as an instance. So whenever you load into one of the planets or the asteroid belt, it is an instance of the entire map. You just cannot access the entire map at the same time. Okay, what I was doing. Okay, I was trying to finish the thing, and I came here to explain you how to make a jetpack. Because if you notice, let me show you in my gas canister for my jetpack. The gas that I have inside is nitrogen, basically O2. That I just grabbed from the atmosphere of the Mars planet, the Europa planet, where I'm standing right now. Okay, so control room, this is gonna be okay. Let's finish up this cable because I really want to finish this. Okay, now you go this direction, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, and it goes loop around here and goes up here. No, like this, and goes like this, and like this. And now I need to go up and connect it to over there. So it needs to go up, up, up into the ceiling. One more. And there we go. So this guy now goes forward, forward, and this direction, and connects there. And I will not have enough circuit breakers for all the rooms in this base because I only have one circuit breaker left that is not being used, and I need a lot more than that I'm gonna need. So this one is connected, those two is connected, this one is connected. I need 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I only have 1, so I need to somehow extend the number of circuit breakers that I have in that tiny room.
Shorty had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, Shorty got low. Them baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the straps. She turned around and gave that big booty a smack. Hey, she hit the floor. Next thing you know, Shorty got low.
So isn't that from a music? I think that is from a music, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this room is very tiny. I need to arrange this in order to make... Oh, I know where I can make them here. I can use this small room here to make more. Yep, I knew it. This is from a music. I still got it. I still got it in me. So you have power and everything is connected, but nothing is being used in power, so that doesn't matter. Now let's finish up the piping. There's not much piping left to make. So pipe out, spray paint, pipe in, pipe, and finish up the pipes. Goes down. Goes up. And keep going forward. Oh my god. Already 5 PM? Jesus Christ. And I've done almost nothing. Mostly planning. I just placed a couple things and already 1 hour passed. Oh boy. Let's finish up that fast. as fast as possible. Because I really want to pressurize this place before I have to go back to work. But I don't think it's gonna be possible. I don't really think it's gonna be. I'm not gonna have enough time. But even if I do, it doesn't matter because tomorrow I don't have to work, so I can stream a lot longer than today. It goes up. Nope, has to go forward. Yeah, try to remove pipe with the wire cutter. That'll be interesting to see. There we go. Connecting. The pipe needs to go over here. So let's see. Yeah, over here. Goes up. Well, because I was stupid as fuck, I could just do just this. But when I was placing the pipe, I was thinking, well, it needs to go up. But then I realized I had this pipe, because I already have a curve placed there, I didn't want to bother removing it, so I just keep going building the snake thing. When I could this much more simple way. Yeah, thank you for mentioning it. Okay, it's starting to get messy with all these cables and pipes. It is starting to get messy, but what really matters is that none of that shows up down in the bottom. Okay, so this guy is 7.2 megapascals. Let's melt the ice that I have in me. Yep, spaghetti. It is getting spaghettier. Okay. Now let's go back in here. Let's crush the ice that I have in me. So I can get myself some more nitrogen and the rest in water. It should have power. Let's see. Yes, it does. Alright. Let's check. How much water I'm collecting. Okay, it is collecting water. Alrighty, so while this guy does this, let's go back into this section and see what it does, what I need to start making next. All right. One thing that I could do while the ice gets crushed.
Hey guys, it's me. I am back. Now I am doing some walking and pipe things. Okay, let's place a pipe here. Let's just check this. It looks fine. Okay, let's now do some stationeering.
Okay. Let's see. One thing that I can do is start working on the code for controlling the valve. Not the valve, the pump that is gonna pump the air from the atmosphere back into the filtration system to remove the excess CO2 that is gonna start to accumulate once I'm breathing inside. So I need to control this pump. I need to control what more. What else do I need to control? I need to control this. No, I need the data from this analyzer to control this volume pump to display the ratios of nitrogen, CO2 and oxygen in the air onto these displays, and probably as well, what I'm gonna do in the same code, add a section that is gonna display the amount of filters that I still have left in this filtration unit. So let's see, how many systems do I need to work with? I need one system, two systems plus 3 is 5, so I need to make the system that controls the amount of filters that I still have in a separate IC housing, because each IC housing can only hold 6 devices in the same code, but because I need to control 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, so 5 plus the 2 diodes, that's 7, plus the filtration unit is 8, and the light, no, the light, I don't need a light, yeah, 8, so I need another IC housing. So let's go grab another IC housing. I need, what else do I need? Let's see what I do have in me. I need IC housing, and I need 2 diode slides and an IC chip, but an IC chip I already have. I just need to grab it. I need to make a IC housing, I need to grab my lights, I need to grab the IC chip, and probably that's all that I need. Alright, so still making cables, 170, that should be enough for now. So you can stop, you can turn you off, goes there, you're off, good. So let's see, what are my things? Not in here, it seems. They are not in here. I think they are inside. Okay, just cancel to be faster. Okay, lights. Okay, there you go. I don't need this, all these pipes with me. It's gonna be for later usage when I add all the water refill or bottle refill thingies to the base. I don't need this pipe, I don't need this pipe, and I don't need this pipe. I'm gonna grab the consoles, the lights, the IC circuit, the integrated circuit or IC chip, and I think that's everything that I need from here. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Nope. Let's go back outside, make the IC housing, and that should be all that I need. Okay, let's grab the rest of the consoles. I don't know if I'm gonna need any, and I also need a sign. Let's just grab a couple of them and let's make, oops, you are on. Okay, let's make the IC housing. There you go, just need one for now. I just need one for now. Kit atmospherics, I don't need it, so let me drop it. Cable, I still have enough cable for all my things that I need to do. And there we go. And you made enough already. Way more than enough. Turning off. Just grab what is left inside. And just overdid by one. Not a problem. As also, I want to do some improvements in one code that I have, so it works better. Can turn off my light because I have light inside the base. I don't know why I'm still waiting to pressurize if there is no atmosphere to pressurize. So how much? 8 megapascal. So it give me 1 megapascal of nitrogen for those two big chunks of ice. Not bad. It could be better though. It's only a pity that you cannot get more nitrogen from the ices. So let's place 2 more. And probably what I'm gonna do as well later at night, gonna do some mining off screen, so you guys don't have to watch me running around like a crazy in search of ores. On this case, gonna be in search of ices. 600 kilopascals. Just let me check one thing here. Nice. Water, he gives me 5 moles of nitrogen and 20 moles of water. And the oxide, yeah, I gain more nitrogen from smelting water ices than oxide, and that's good. So yes, there is a way to automatically mine things. Like you can have, for once, you can have the auto miner. That it sucks. He definitely sucks because he only mines in a center area, a very small area, and it goes deep. But if you end up not having any ores in that area, it doesn't mine shit. And the other one, most useful thing, is the thing that I added in one of the last updates. You have an automated rocket that can launch, as you can, if you imagine that you build a rocket to launch yourself into the planet, into another planet. Now you can have a rocket that is automated. It's an unmanned rocket. They can launch to mines ores. They can collect gases itself instead of the ices. You can collect the junk, a lot of junk, so you can gain a couple of stuff, because among the junk comes entire kits or some stuffs. And the other way to gather resources without having to mine is by traders. But for the traders, you need to have money, and before you have money, you have to sell them stuff so you have money to buy them ore. Not quite in the same planet. It simulates that the rocket goes into space and mines from asteroids or whatever. It's just a it simulates that you launch the rocket, you see the rocket go into the space, and it simulates that the rocket is in space mining stuff. So first things first, I need to go into this room. Oh yeah, there is a small robot thing, but it's very slow. It's called Amy. I can show you here in the Stationpedia. But the problem is you have to code the damn thing, and the code is really hard to make, and I cannot make it yet. I'm not that advanced, unfortunately. So Amy. Here you go. This is Amy. Amy bot. You can build it and program it, but the program is very hard to make. The best way to do it is just go and download it from the workshop. So first of all, atmo input IC, import, edit, and let's recheck the code because there's something that I've been thinking to adding. So the thing is, what this work code does is lowers the pressure on the tank. If the tank, okay, opens the gas mixer and only pressurizes the base once the tank reaches 40 megapascals and the temperature in the gas in the tank reaches 10 to 20 degrees. Only then it goes into pressurizing the base. But the problem is that I've been thinking of, if the tank goes empty when the base is pressurizing, what will actually do is it will read the tank as empty and start pressurizing again the tank itself. But the problem is that the gas is gonna be into the tank is gonna be cold, like really cold. And it will start and when it detects the temperature drop below 20 degrees, it will start activating the AC units. The problem is the AC units is not gonna be fast enough to keep the air 20 degrees as it comes in. So what is gonna happen is that the pressure station is gonna start pressurizing with cold gas, and we don't want that. It uses the same language that is the language that this game uses is called MITS. MITS, MITS. It is not hard to understand this language coding. It's very easy to understand. It's very intuitive. The thing is, you have to make so many. The thing is, you have to make a lot of because on the game you can only have 127 lines of code, and the code for the Amy robot, it uses so many lines that you have several chips working together, and the code, I never did it and I've never looked into it, so for me right now it is still a little, yeah, it is called MITS exactly. And the problem is that because I just started coding in this game like a couple weeks ago, I still don't fully understand everything on the coding. I just do some basic, some medium stuff, probably not. I never reached to the advanced level. So for me, doing the code for Amy for now is quite extremely hard, if not impossible. So I still need to learn a little bit more in order to make the code successfully. So, okay, so branch line, if pressure is less than 110 kilopascals, branch to base pressurize again, keep running this while these are on. But the problem is not detecting the pressure inside the tank. So even that the pressure inside the base is not reached the desired 101 kilopascals, it will not leave this section because it doesn't know that the tank is empty. So I need to add a code that reads the pressure from the tank, and if the tank reaches say 1 megapascals, it stops the pressurization of the base and jumps back up into this section to refill the tank and reheat the gas in the tank, and then jumps back into here. And I'm gonna change this line, instead of 40,000 kilopascals, just place 10,000 kilopascals. It's much easier to achieve. So let's do that. So first of all, let's say branch if less than, so pressure, we're talking about this pressure here, so pressure is less than, let's say 1000 kilopascals, so 1 megapascals. If the pressure, if less than 1000 kilopascals, it will branch into, not into pressure, but I need to create a new line of code here that turns off the pump, and then goes into here. So let's give him a space here. Let's call this main with quotations so he knows there is a start of the code, not the code itself, just a place to go to start the code. So set, let's call atmo pump in, atmo pump in. The variable is gonna be on, and the setting is gonna be 0, so it turns off the pump. Yield again, yield, so it waits half a second and continues with the rest, and then from here goes into here again. Alright, this is just in case that the tank reaches 1000 kilopascals. If the base but if the base reaches 110 kilopascals, I maybe do something wrong here. So load pressure, auto analyzer pressure set less than R2 will be pressure less than 101 kilopascals, and set the atmo pump on as R2. So we will set R2 as 1 if it is 0 if it is 101 kilopascals. If it is less than 101 kilopascals, we set R2 as 1. We turn on the pump to pressurize the base. We yield and branch again. This was here branch if less than. Press. Oh, I don't understand this line of code already. I did it yesterday and I just don't understand. I think I did something wrong here. Oh, okay. Keep running. It was this. This is just a loop here. It's just a loop. So it keeps running. If the pressure is not less, but yeah, less. If the pressure is above 1 megapascal, it will loop back into base pressurization and doing the code. But if for some reason the tank reaches less than 1000 kilopascals, it will branch. It will not do the loop, but it will branch into main. Otherwise, if it doesn't branch into main, and if it is not branch into main base pressurization, that's the loop, it will yield and jump to pressurization to start the code all over again, except this area here, because I don't want this area. This area is just for the case of the tank reaching 1000 less than 1000 kilopascals and the base has not been fully pressurized. Exactly. Because if the tank is more than 1000 kilopascals, it will check the pressure again for the base and it will decide what to do. If the less than 110 will branch into base pressurization. If it's more than 110, it will jump into the beginning of the code over here. I think that is right. And export, and I should not get any error. SC Atmo, no errors. Okay. This has been done. Now let's install the next chip. Yep, is the right way. And install the IC and cable things up. Wire cutters. And connect everything with the rest. Okay, this is connected. Now let's go into here, and I will probably not have enough space here. Let's see, let's remove this plastic panel and let's try to see if I can fit the 2 diodes slides in here. I can nope. Unfortunately, I cannot place them, so I need to use another panel for this. That's one, and that's two. There's a sign here, so I know which diodes these ones correspond to. And let's connect the rest of the cables. Wire cutters. Okay, and let's close this up again. Need more plastics. It's just too bad that I cannot fit this in here, but that's the way it works. That's the way it works. Now, let's create the code for this bad boy here. So I want the Atmo output. I see. Import is empty. Good. Is this one? Now, for this one, I need. Let's create this random error. Create an alias. Alias for the thing that I forgot the name. I think just go Atmo Analyzer. Let's see his name. So you are Atmo Analyzer and Atmo Pump Out. So let's do that. Let's create an alias for the Atmo Analyzer as T0. Another alias for the Atmo Pump Out. And I have a typo here that has to be correct typed, otherwise it will not work. And next I need to figure out the names of the displays. I think it's CO2 display, nitrogen display, and O2 display. So yeah, O2 percentage display, nitrogen percentage display, and CO2 percentage display. You can go just for with the name without the percentage. Okay, so create alias for each display. So O2 display as T2, alias nitrogen display as T3, and alias CO2 display as D4. Okay, now I need to set my displays into percentage, and percentage is I think it's mode 1. Mode 1 is for percentage, mode 2 is for watts. So yeah, set O2 display. I think it's set O2 display. I forgot what is the, because they have, okay, because there's difference from load you load load you load the register, then the device and the variable, and set is the device, the variable, and then the register. So let's see if I'm, yeah, device, variable, and the register. Okay, set O2 display. The variable is gonna be mode, and the mode is gonna be 1. Same for the other ones. So set nitrogen display, and the mode 1 as well, and set CO2 display, and the mode 1 as well. Okay, now let's call this main quotations. Now for this I need to load several informations from the analyzer. I need to load the pressure, so if it is overpressure, the pump will activate and pump out of the air the excess pressure. and I need to load the ratio of this O2, ratio for nitrogen, and ratio for CO2. Load Atmo analyzer. The variable, no, I need to, first of all, I need to create a new alias for a register. It's gonna call pressure as R0, R0, alias, it's gonna be called O2 as R1, alias nitrogen as R3, and alias CO2 R4. And why I'm doing this is for the simple fact that if I don't create these aliases, every time that I want to load something, I need to use the register, so R1, 0, 3, whatever. And what this does is simplifies the code. If I want to change something in the code or correct something in the code, it's much more easy to find, to look for pressure, O2, nitrogen, or CO2, than look for R1, R2, R3, and R4, because in some codings you can use the same register multiple times to make multiple codes, to make multiple functions. For instance, if you're loading the pressure in one section of the tank, the code with R1, and you're not using it anymore, as soon as you're done with that section of the code and it goes to another one, you can use the same register because it will overwrite the previous register. So this way is much more easy to locate if you have an error in your code. So let's change this to R2 and this to R3. Okay, so load pressure instead of R0 from Atmo analyzer, and the variable has to be pressure. And now I need to load O2 from the same Atmo analyzer, and the variable, I need to search it. I think.
Are you ready to party? Here we go.
Oh man, I really enjoying your good humor, man. I really do. Ooh. Okay, I need to search for ratio oxygen. Okay, the variable is gonna be ratio oxygen, and load nitrogen from Atmo analyzer ratio nitrogen, and again load CO2 from Atmo analyzer, and the variable is gonna be ratio carbon dioxide. There you go. So these are all the loads that I need to do. Now let's go for the code itself. Okay, so in the code itself, I need to have two instances. One is if the pressure is above 101 kilopascals, it needs to set the pump on. And the other instance is if the ratio of carbon dioxide is above, let's say, 5%. I don't think that is a bad option, as I don't think there is a bad ratio. 5%, it is breathable still. It will turn the pump on. So let's call this pressure. And quotation marks. So set if greater than. So if the pressure, so let's call this if pressure. Now I need to work this as a variable. So set a register, let's say R4 will be a number when it sets things up. If the pressure is greater than 100, let's give it a threshold, let's say 110 kilopascals, it will set the atmo pump out and I have a typo. Yes, I do here. Atmo. I need a E. And this O is extra as register 4. What this does, it will read the pressure from the pressure analyzer, and if it is above 110 kilopascals, it will set this register as number 1, and then it will set the atmo pump on the variable on the value of the register, that is 1, that will turn on the pump. If the pressure is not greater than 110 kilopascals, the register number 4 will be value of 0, and that being said, this here is gonna be 0, turning the pump off. Now it will yield and now what I need to do here is probably make it a loop here, or I can use branch. I don't know what is the best. I definitely don't know what is the best to do in this situation, if it is branch to line X or set resistor as a value, because imagine that for some instance the pressure is above 110 kilopascals, and also, well, if it is above 10 kilopascals, it will not matter. If okay, let's see. Let's see. That probably is a branch yield, and let's call this for now. Let's just work on this section. So let's go ratio CO2 and do the same. Set F greater than. Now the question is, okay, so it works is now 1, it doesn't use, I need to use the entire numbers. Okay, so no, so R, let's use R5 this time. So CO2 that is the ratio of the carbon dioxide over here. That I'm loading CO2 with the ratio of carbon dioxide, so this CO2 is the same as this one, is greater than, say, 5%. So 5% in code thing means 0.05, because 1% in code is not 100% is not 100%, it is 1. So 90% is 0.9, and if 90% is 0.1, 5% is 0.05. We'll set the atmo pump out, resist the variable is on, and the register is R5. It will be either 1 or 0. Now I'm gonna yield, and now it needs to jump back to main. Now the question is, because I think that this guy is gonna, if I read this like this, low read, set this code and then do this code, I think that it's gonna mess with itself. Because imagine that the pressure is above 110 kilopascals, but the ratio, and then opens the pump, but then the ratio of the CO2, then it finish up and goes here, and then lowers the ratio and checks the ratio of CO2 and will turn off the pipe while the pressure is still greater than 100 kilopascals. So what I'm gonna do here is gonna set branch if equal. So if pressure is equal to equal or less, now less or equal than 101 kilopascals, it will branch to hold on a second, now press, no, greater, if it is greater. Okay, so if so, it will keep here, it will load again the pressure, so do a second check of the pressure, and the variable is gonna be pressure. So we'll load again the pressure in the meantime, and if the pressure is still above, so if it's still greater than 105, so if it is greater the 110, if it is greater than, I want to stop it at 100, so if it is still greater than 101, we'll branch back to pressure. And let me change this for pressure like this, because otherwise it will show up as a different thing, not the one I want. If not, we'll yield again and continue to the coding. So it does one thing at a time. Because even that the pressure, even if the pressure is 101 kilopascals and the ratio of CO2 is high, it will start sucking in air. The other code with that is working on pressurizing the base will keep the pressure balance. So this one is gonna do the same as this one here. So yield, load again CO2 from the Atmo analyzer and the variable ratio carbon dioxide, but then branch if greater than, so branch if greater than, so CO2 is greater than 0.02. So we'll start working at 0.05 and we'll stop at 0.02. That's 2% and that's 5%. And then I'm gonna yield again, and you're gonna branch to ratio CO2. Okay, now I need to set my displays, and my display is gonna be set here. So set O2 display. So set O2 display is gonna be setting, and the variable is gonna be O2. And then again set nitrogen display, setting, and the variable is gonna be nitrogen, and set the device, so CO2 display is the variable is gonna be setting, and the register is gonna be CO2. Let's give it a space, yield, and continue the code down below. I think that's all. I don't think I mistaken the code in any place. So export. It's this one. Turn on. Give me an error because it doesn't have the devices set up in the screws. So this one is Atmo Analyzer. Yeah, just call Atmo Analyzer. So Atmo Analyzer, this one is Atmo Output Pump Out. Atmo Pump In, Atmo Pump Out. This one is O2 percentage display, so I need to go around, it's faster to find it. Atmo percentage display. This one is nitrogen percentage display. And this one is CO2 percentage display. I turn it on. Error unknown on line 11, but that error normally corrects itself if I export it again. And there we go. My display should be displaying properly. Let's check with my tablet. It says 69% nitrogen, 69% nitrogen, and 31% oxygen. 31% oxygen and 0 CO2. Alrighty. And that's the code for this section done. Very simple, very small code. Well, you have 9.38 megapascals. Then start smelting more ice. And we should hopefully see the base pressurizing once I reach 10 megapascals, and that's decent temperature. It won't pressurize a lot because there is not a lot of air. I think I need at least 50 megapascals of pressure total to pressurize the entire base. And we have a total of 1.4 megapascals of water. That isn't much. I don't know why I keep waiting for the thing to pressurize. Let's see, let's check how much gas do we have inside this tank. 10 kilopascals. This guy has stopped, so I know that this guy is working. And the temperature inside the pipes is 15.2 degrees, so should be reaching the desired temperature very soon. The problem is that those things use so much power, it's not even funny. Look how my batteries are starting to get drained. I need to find a way to heat up the tanks, and I think that I know how, and that's gonna be with these guys. Heat exchanger. So I can do it with this guys is install several heat exchangers per tank. So come here, bring a pipe down to heat to every single tank for at least oxygen, nitrogen, no, at least oxygen and
Vroom 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 boom.
yeah, vroom 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 boom, exactly. I can work with heat exchangers. So what I can do, at least the nitrogen, I can exchange heat with a furnace exhaust pipe. So I can heat up the air that is inside the nitrogen tank without using crazy amounts of power. Because oxygen, for instance, I don't want to be very hot because I want to make fuel for the fuel generator is gonna be added later on. And the thing is, the fuel generator, as the colder the gas, the fuel gas you input, the more power will output. Either I can heat up the oxygen, nitrogen, and CO2 to a good temperature, and then when it mixes into fuel, cool it down with radiators, because this planet is very cold, so I won't have any issues there. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it, because I can heat up both gases and use low amounts of power. Yep, indeed. I really want to see this thing working. It's going to take so long to heat up all this gas. Okay. Well, I could lower temporarily the pressure, the temperature needed to 16 degrees to see if everything works. That should give me good temperature and also a good window to see if all the system is working properly. So let's do that. So I need these IC code, import, edit, and change this to 16 degrees. And confirmed and export, and this should be waiting for 16 degrees. $15.5. I need to go 0.5 degrees higher. Where is my oxygen pressure looking? 20.99 megapascals and 31 kilopascals. I haven't done anything with hydrogen so far, and CO2 I've been collecting a little bit here and there from the base. 15.6, almost there. I really want to test this system before I have to go to work. Because if the system is not working properly, I can think about the coding while I'm at work and think what I need to change. But I think it should work perfectly. Should work perfectly. Okay, 77% nitrogen, 23% O2, not looking bad. It should be enough to pressurize the base, like what, 10 kilopascals? Maybe. 15.7, 3.3 degrees more to go. And my batteries are looking not too good. Not too good indeed. See, 15.7. I think they're trying to cool gases, heat up gases in this planet is not as easy, because if you use radiators, it takes so long damn time to do it.
We got a brand new sparkling follower. Treat it well.
Well, thank you for the follow, useless machinery. I really appreciate it, man. I really do. Okay, come on, 15.8, 0.2 degrees more to go. Okay, so let's see. While this heat up, let's see what I need to prepare for the next episode, so I know what I need to make and maybe prep some things up already. So next stream, I'm gonna finish up coding this area here with these 2 dial slides. I already have everything set up. I just need to add the code. Very easy, very simple code. No problems there. What I'm gonna do is rename those 2 slides. So you are okay, so you're gonna be called Atmo slide 1. So Atmo slide 1. And you're gonna be called Atmo slide 2. And you're gonna be called filtration atmo is already been renamed. Let's check if the temperature rises a little bit. 15.9, almost there. Come on, I want to see this working. Come on, you stupid son of a gun. And I also, next stream, I'm gonna think on a way to make this work faster. Because if I make this thing heat up the gas inside faster, I will use less power to do so. Because I think that the issue is that because of the atmosphere into the planet is so cold that it takes so long to grab the teeny amount of cold that is outside to heat up this gas. Okay, reach 16 degrees. Will it work? Will it work? Okay, you are Stationeers should have stopped. They should have stopped. They should have stopped. Okay, let's check the code really fast. See what's going on. Okay, so edit. Not this one. Oh yes, it is this one. This section here. Low temperature, tank analyzer temperature. Subtract temperature. Set if not equal or 5. We'll set R5 temperature 16. If it's not equal to 16 degrees, we'll set this as either 1 or 0. Set the bias setting R5. Okay, what is your state? 1. Okay, should be state 0. What if I did export again? Hold on a second. I think I can work without this system. Okay, what is your temperature reading in kilopascals? In Kelvin? 298, let's see, 16 degrees. If I convert this to Kelvin, so 16 degrees is 289. Okay, I have reached 289, so let's work with Kelvin then, instead of Celsius. Maybe that's the case, maybe this now why is not working properly. So low temperature, and change this to 289 and remove this line of code. So R5 hold on. Okay, I think that I found my error. 289. I have a error here. So let's see again. Sub pressure temperature 273.15 273.15. Now 16 degrees here, and I think that I figured out my problem. Range if not equal to 16 degrees here. Okay. But it should be setting things up. Okay, 200. Let's work with Kelvin then first, beforehand. See if a Kelvin fixes it. 289. 289. Confirmed. Atmo input AC export. Atmo input AC. It still reads 1. What the hell is going on? Set device if not equal. Okay. Oh crap, I know why. Because this has to be equal. Set if equal. If R5, okay, so if temperature is equal to set to 0, otherwise 1. Okay, let's search for it. Come on, I need to fix this. Okay, set register 1 if A equal to B, otherwise 0. So S and E, I think I did it right on the first time. Set register 1 if A is not equal to B. So what happens if I do this and export? You're still 1. No, state is 0. Hold on, if it did work. let's try to work. So subtract the temperature, it's gonna be the actual temperature minus 275.15, 73.15. You are 16 degrees and 16 degrees again, 16 degrees again. Confirmed. Export. State is 0. How much degrees do I have on my pipe? .2, so it's not equal. What the fuck? I need to change the code. But that's gonna be for another episode because unfortunately I have to go to work. So guys, I will see you guys tomorrow, and as always, thank you for watching. Stay safe, be good, and bye bye.